Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike, and in this video I'm just going to talk to you about what Pokemon investments I actually made in this month. This is January 2025, so I'm really eager to see how some of these things are going to age. I actually invested in some singles, which is relatively speculative, and I tend not to invest in singles, but I got some singles this month. Really excited to show you. I'll show you some of the prices that I paid for this stuff too. Hopefully it ages well. I'm going to look back at this video like 3 years from now and either cringe or be like, oh, why didn't I buy more? But yeah, let's get into it. Number one, we got this monstrosity. I like Crown Zenith a lot. I think it's really good, and this was a way that I could get Crown Zenith for around $5 to $5.70 a pack. Because when I bought these, they were going for around $60 to $70. Not 60. There were a couple of listings for 60, 70 to 80, 70 to 80. If it was $70, it would be $5 a pack because it's 14 packs. If it was $80, it'd be $5.70 a pack. Either way, I thought it was a pretty good deal. Gotta be honest. Getting them on Facebook Marketplace for around $70. Feel like it's a good deal. They're going to be a pain in the butt to ship, but Crown Zenith, I just think it's an awesome deal. Now, these are, I think, still on the shelves if you can find them, but I like going out to try and find this stuff is kind of a pain in the ass, so I was okay with paying a premium on this. However, I will say I saw a couple of restock photos, and I think you can still find Crown Zenith bundles, like booster bundles on the shelves, and like that's the move. In my opinion, that is the move. Booster bundles is the best thing next to a booster box, and since Crown Zenith I don't think has a booster box, I think it's a special set, so it's only like, you know, other stuff. Dude, booster bundles, that's the move. But this was the next best thing because it was readily available and people were selling it for around $5 a pack. So Crown Zenith, love it. I'll throw a picture on screen of my receipt for one of the eBay purchases just to mark my price history. But yeah, I have 11 Sea and Sky boxes. Some of them are kind of scuffed, so I might rip them on the channel. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but yeah, I think I have 11 Sea and Sky boxes that I bought. Next up is this absolutely beautiful Mewtwo VSTAR card. I bought 6 of these. 1 is going to be for my collection, and 5 are going to be to hold and to possibly give away on a rip and ship. If you want to see me start doing rip and ships, definitely leave a comment and let me know, because I feel like we could have a lot of fun doing that. But that being said, yeah, this Mewtwo card, really dope. Love the fact that he's fighting Charizard. Really awesome artwork. I just love the card, and quite frankly, I think it's going to go up, and I'm not wrong, because the bottom line is I bought this card. I bought all these copies of this card, and literally like a day later, the seller raised their price almost like $9, give or take. So I instantly, you know, right now they're sitting for like $38, give or take. So I instantly made a profit. And yeah, I just think I got a really good deal on them. I'm happy about that, so I'm eager to see where they land in the future, because I do think this is one of the strongest Mewtwo cards, period. It's a beautiful card, and the fact that it's already raised, like, you know, from 30 to like $38, $39, that's a huge gain, literally overnight, which I know we're in a crazy market right now, but I do have faith in this investment long term. I got 2 Paradise Dragona booster boxes. Now, I believe that this is basically half of Surging Sparks, and then Super Electric Breaker I think is the other half, and the Super Electric Breaker has all the Pikachus, and this has the Latios and Alolan Executor, I believe. That being said, I maybe I should have went Super Electric Breaker. Maybe I should have. But personally, I'm starting to get a little bit of Pikachu fatigue. I feel like it's kind of getting to that Charizard level. And although people say like, oh, if a card has a nickname, then that's probably a card that's going to do well. And I think that has the Chikachu, and people seem to like that and all that stuff. I just went with this one because I just think it's overall, you know, it's a little bit cheaper. And I like the Latios and Latias, the Sunset cards. I do really like them. I do think they're gonna age well, so I got 2 boxes. I didn't want to go super heavy in this position because I really don't know how much people are gonna prefer Super Electric Breaker, but that being said, I got 2 of these boxes just to sit on, and I really like the cover art. I like the blue. I like, if you can see, we got the Alolan Executor and the Latios and Latias just kind of flying around him. It's a nice box art. I like the set, so yeah, I got 2 of these. Another purchase I made is this ETB, this Obsidian Flames ETB. Now, people seem to not really like Obsidian Flames as an investment. I don't know why. It seems as though people kind of are just like, it's Obsidian Flames, whatever. But honestly, I think that the ETBs are a pretty strong investment, just because personally, I really do think that it looks great as far as like the cover art goes. This is one of the nicer looking ETBs in my opinion. Everybody loves Charmander, but on top of that, dude, the promo, oh, this promo slaps. This promo really slaps. People like this card. I love this card. So I'm not really going to invest in Obsidian Flames too much anymore. But if I see one of the ETBs, I might just pick it up because I think that the promo is going to do well over time. Next up, I have this Charizard card. I think it looks really dope. I talked about this in my previous video, top 5 Charizard arts of all time, but I gotta say that I do really like this card. I think it looks good, and I only got 2 of these, one for myself and one to hold, but maybe I should have gotten more because the Mewtwo card I got 6 of, and they go as a set together. So maybe I should have gotten more so I could like pair each of them up, but frankly I think the Mewtwo card looks better, so I just got more of that card. But yeah, I wanted to get at least one more of these because I do really like this card, and I think as a set it's probably going to age pretty well. And it's probably going to age pretty well by itself just as a single card, I think. Speaking of cards people like, look at this Groudon. Everybody seems to really love this Groudon artwork, and as soon as I saw it, I was stricken by it. It was dope. I love it, and I got 2 copies for under $12. One for myself, one to hold, because I just think it's going to age really well. So I really want to just get 2 if I feel that way, because I don't want to be in that position where down the line I'm looking at the price and I'm like, I mean, I have to sell this. This card is now like $100 card or something insane, but it's like, but I don't want to sell it because it's my, you know, why would it, you know. And next up on sealed investments, I have this Paradigm Trigger box. This set is essentially like the Japanese version of Silver Tempest, and I think it's really awesome because everybody loves those Lugia arts. They're just super dope, and I thought it was relatively inexpensive in comparison to some of the other booster boxes. Let me check the price here. I think I got them for like $60. It was not much at all. Yeah, I got 5 boxes for like $330. So it was relatively inexpensive compared to the other boxes, and I do think that people are going to want those Lugias long term. It'll probably be a fun set to open. You got a Lugia on the box art, which, you know, box art, I don't know how much that actually affects you know, your investment, but it's always nice when you got a nice Pokemon on the front of the box, you know. So I bought a couple of these. I bought 5 of these because frankly I think that all these Lugias are going to do way better in the long term than the Paradise Dragona box. I just feel stronger about this one. So that being said, yeah, it's a great box in my opinion, so I bought 5. And next up on the singles investments, I have this Mew card. And one of these Mew cards I actually got in a set with a Mewtwo card, which is dope because I wanted one of those Mewtwo cards for my own collection. But I bought 2 of these because, again, this is another one of those cards where I wanted 2 copies because I really just think it's going to do well long term, and I don't want to be in between that rock and hard place of like, do I sell it, do I keep it for the collection? So I got 2 of these Mews from VSTAR Universe. I think they're beautiful, and I got them for around $8. And again, this is another one of those cards where almost instantly after I bought it, the prices started to creep up. I think it's sitting at around like $12 right now, give or take. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's around $12. Definitely broke 10, and I really do like this card. And I think it's going to do well long term. I think it's one of the nicer Mew artworks, and you get so many extra Pokemon in here that I just really like it, and I feel like it's pretty undervalued. And last but certainly not least, I got my first ever order from the Pokemon Center and my first ever English booster boxes, and those are 2 Temporal Forces booster boxes. They're downstairs. Honestly, I should probably go get them, but I'm feeling lazy. Here's a picture of them so you can see what they look like. But yeah, I mean, the Temporal Forces booster boxes, I think they're going to do well long term because people say that booster boxes tend to do well long term, and honestly, I like a lot of the artwork in Temporal Forces. I do think it's relatively slept on art-wise, so I picked up 2 of the Temporal Forces as my first ever English booster boxes, and I'm just really excited to see how they'll age, so yeah. I went to a Target close by and I managed to secure 2 151 Alakazam boxes for MSRP, and I got 6 of these Drowsy cards. A lot of people have been talking about the English version, and I like Japanese, so I decided to pick up the Japanese version, which is a lot cheaper, and I got 6 copies for $24.50. And also at a Walgreens, I found this Lightning set. This was awesome. It had 151 N Paldean Fates. This employee actually pointed it out to me. It was in the very back of the shelf, so shout out to him. He also showed me this awesome pole that he just got, so congrats, brother. So those are my Pokemon investments for January 2025. Let me know what you thought of these these investments. Let me know what you invested in, because there's so many things that you could drop your money on. I'm curious to hear, like, what did you think was the move? But yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna stop talking. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And that's it. So I almost forgot, but if you're curious about what equipment I use, you can check out my Amazon affiliate links in the description.